Governor Casey, my son is a senior at West Scranton High School. He is not your average everyday student. He has cerebral palsy and uses augmented communication. The principal, Mr. Triano, and his teachers are doing an excellent job. I can't praise them enough. God bless you in your work. Please keep helping all those kids out there with disabilities. They deserve a chance.
This is a story about possibilities. It's about Bobby Walsh, but it's not his story alone. It belongs to all of us.
People make things work, and this is the prime example of this occurrence within the Scranton School District, because people all worked together. He worked for Bobby Walsh, and he helped us more probably than we ever helped Bobby Walsh.
Bobby Walsh is a senior at West Scranton High School. Like all other students his age, he is an exciting and active individual. But Bobby has a severe disability. He was born with cerebral palsy. However, he has a wonderful sense of humor and an enormous sense of priorities and motivation, and feels he can accomplish anything.
Unbelievable odds. Really, he's going to go to college, and he's been accepted by 4 colleges, and he has high goals for himself. And I don't think there's a limit to Bobby.
Bobby's initial educational experience was in a segregated classroom setting. Through the advocacy of his parents, Bobby was enrolled in a regular education class for mathematics.
If he stayed in the special ed class without being mainstream, Bobby would have regressed terrible.
Well, I know Bobby wasn't very happy there, and I know kids that graduated from there, and they don't have nothing to do in life. They have no job or no skills or nothing else. So Bobby is way better for being mainstream.
If they have the ability to learn, then they have the same ability as all of us to learn. They may not get around as easily as I get around, but their mental capabilities are the same.
Bobby's success in math motivated Mr. and Mrs. Walsh to request that their son be included into the regular education classrooms for all subjects.
So he would mentally work out the problem, and he'd be getting the computer to print the answer while they're still trying to process the problem, and they were flabbergasted. How could he have the answer? I'm still multiplying here.
There was, of course, some apprehension on the part of Bobby's teachers.
Yes, I was frightened. Yes, I was worried. I did not know what to expect. And because the fear of not knowing what to expect was the greatest fear of all.
District and school administrators set the tone for Bobby's inclusion.
The parents who were able to articulate their needs to the school district, and they were able to say that Bobby is a bright youngster, and Bobby can do things, and they concentrated on the strengths of Bobby. Too often we tend to look at the weaknesses.
Bobby has set the tone for the future. He himself exhibits a scholar. He exhibits what we would consider to be the student. He loves being a part of what's happening. He's involved in everything that he could be involved in.
The student population had great impact on the situation.
He's just a kid just like me, and I don't have any trouble relating to his disability because my oldest brother is disabled, and it's in no way an impediment to how we know each other or how he reacts in class. He's just great.
He's a genius, and I think there's 210 seniors in the class. I think he's 33rd in the class. So I mean, he always beat me, French, always aggravating.
It was scary at times, but like after I met him, but it motivates a lot of people to do better and to not be selfish with the things that they have.
When I first met him, I seen him as a boy with disabilities, but I don't see him as a boy with disabilities no longer, because I've seen the things he could do.
Teachers finally realized that Bobby was just another kid who had great desire for knowledge.
Provide them with the same constructive criticism that you provide your other students. Don't let them off the hook, hold them accountable. We may need some extra time allowances. We may need an hour an hour and 15 minutes to finish a test, whereas your other students may only take 45 minutes. And the final thing that we need is for you to just teach. If you're a regular educator, teach, do what you do best.
My one goal is to finish high school. Then I would like to be successful in college, get a job, and get married.
Bobby Walsh has had a successful educational experience.
The teacher is the key, the regular ed teacher, mainstreaming. You've got to get them on your side. Once they buy into the system, they don't need you anymore, unless there's a major problem. You've got to get them bought into the child and to what you're trying to do. And they're educators, and most of them will buy into it when they see results.
Bobby's success is the collective achievement of a group of people whose lives have been touched and forever changed by their association.
Go for it. It's a terrific challenge. It's a wonderful experience. As a matter of fact, it was the best professional experience I could have had as an educator. And I am very proud to say that.
Bobby is a motivated and dedicated worker. He has been accepted by several colleges and looks forward to the future.
Academically, he's one of the best students I have had. As I'm sure you've heard by now, he does his work on time, he works hard, and as I mentioned earlier, he pays attention every minute of the class. He focuses in on the teacher, and he doesn't lose his attention at all. So he compares very favorably.
All who know Bobby feel that he is an intelligent young man with many skills. They're certain that he'll become a valuable asset to the community.
Bobby's an excellent student. He does his work perfectly. He's a joy to have in class. His mood never changes. It's always happy. Very pleasant. He does everything he's asked to do and never complains about anything. He's remarkable. I think it's my joy to have him, truly.
Bobby is graduating this year and is off to an exciting future. His family, his friends, his teachers, school administrators, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania all share in this victory of education.
I know the first day that I took Bobby Walsh to the middle school, and I drove up with that van, and he got out of that van, and he didn't want me to come into the school with him. He went himself in that door. He turned around, and he gave me the biggest smile that you ever seen in your life. I cried all the way home, and that was my victory.
I am just another kid in school. I don't want them to treat me in any other way.